Hi there guys, JPA here, back for the last fan review of the season, and what a game that was. 5-5. I can't believe what I witnessed yesterday. I usually leave it to the day after the game because I was a bit drunk yesterday, to be honest. Emotions were running high with watching the game, and my views on certain things have changed since I've sobered up and watched the highlights and things like that. And I'm just like, some of the things that I said are completely wrong now, looking at it. So I'll hold my hands up and say that. On to the game. Unbelievable start. Hibs were all over us. They really started well. Started against us the way they started against Celtic. So yeah, Hibs raced into a 3-goal lead very quickly, and to be honest, when the third goal went in, they were all over us. They had maybe 3 or 4 really good chances to add to that as well, and I generally thought at that point that, I know we joked about the 6-0 thing, but I genuinely thought at that point it was going to happen. And if it wasn't for Tav pulling up his socks and really just getting stuck in and doing the captain's thing, getting us back into the game, then I honestly believe it could have been 4-5-6-0 easily. But yeah, Tav got us back into the game very quickly. Rossiter scored. I'm very pleased for him, to be honest. I think he's a great player, and it'd be good to see him play more often. I know he went off injured in the second half, but I think that's just precautionary, really. And Alves scored a good free kick to bring us back to 3-3, and we went in at 3-3 half time. That was just an incredible half. Unbelievable to watch that, and I thought sometimes you get these games where it's non-stop in the first half and then the second half kind of peters out. That didn't happen. We came out probably the better side in the opening maybe 20 minutes of the second half. Holty got a goal, and it took a deflection from Ambrose really, but he was credited with the goal. His second goal, I thought it was a little bit unlucky not to be credited with a goal. It hit Windass on the way through, and Windass has run away celebrating like he's just scored an absolute class goal. Can't believe he's really tried to claim that, if I'm honest. So that put us 5-3 in front, and straight after that, Hibs scored. And I thought when Hibs scored their fourth goal, I thought I could just see what was coming. And then not long after that, Holt got sent off for a silly booking. I thought the first yellow card was quite harsh, to be honest, but you've seen them given. And I've seen people do that quite a lot when they just step in front of the free kick taker to stop them taking a quick one. But for me, it was a little bit harsh, but over the piece, I'm not too fussed that he's been sent off, to be honest. But it did slightly change the game. That gave Hibs another bit of a lift, and you could just see they were going to come back, and they did. I thought Tav had a really good game, but on that 5th goal there, I think he just, whether it's tiredness or whatever after a long season, he just kind of gave up and let the Hibs players run past him, and they've scored the 5th. I don't know what Neil Lennon's celebration was all about. I thought it was a bit strange, to be honest. He did the whole day airplane thing like this on the pitch. He ended up getting sent off as well. That was a bit bizarre that midweek he was basically slaying his players for finishing 4th, saying it wasn't good enough, and then suddenly he's celebrating an equaliser that meant he finished 4th anyway. It was a bit strange. Anyway, I'm not going about Lennon because I could talk all day about how petulant Lennon is, to be honest. So yeah, that was the game. A couple of points I was going to raise. The penalty, obviously, as I said on social media, was a little bit trying to think of the right words here. I think I was pretty much arguing with everyone, saying, "Oh, it wasn't this, it wasn't that." I've seen it again. I don't know what Bates is trying to do, to be honest. I mean, you can use your strength, block him off or whatever, but he's grabbed him by the shoulder, like just round about here, and pulled him down in the box. For me, it is a penalty, actually. After seeing it a couple of times, I'm thinking, yeah, it is a penalty. So no complaints here. And the other incident was the Scott Allen incident. I thought he had put an absolute disgusting tackle on Jordan Rossiter. Now, we all know Jordan Rossiter's had some major injury problems in his time, and he doesn't need tackles like that. I thought it was a definite red card. He got away with it, and he actually shit himself when all the players started surrounding him. He just sort of sneaked out and ran away. So it was a bit cowardice, to be honest, and he should have been sent off for that. But anyway, what can you do? Referees are going to make these decisions. I'm not going to go too much on it. The other incident, obviously, is the Hope red card. I thought it was a little bit harsh, but we'll just leave it at that. We're not going to go on about the referee too much. It was just an incredible game of football to watch, so I'm not going to harp on about referees or any kind of thing. And to be honest, that game kind of summed up our season, where there was lows, there was highs, there was just everything in it. And yeah, I don't know if third's, for me, third's not good enough. And even if we had got second, the way it's happened, I want to get clear second before we even start thinking about first place, which obviously a lot of fans are starting thinking now Steven Gerrard's in, that's going to happen. We need to be realistic and see that this game and the previous game, Aberdeen, Hibs, these are the teams we need to beat. And to be fair, we've competed with these teams in terms of head-to-head, but it's the other games that have let us down. I mean, we're unbeaten against Aberdeen this season, and they've finished above us. I find that's a little bit bizarre. Hibs have beat us twice this season, and we've only managed to beat them once, and we've finished above them, which is, again, it's bizarre. It's because us, like Hibs, go into the smaller games and we end up losing silly points against like Hamilton, Dundee, and all that kind of thing at home, and that's where points have been lost for us. So no complaints. I really wanted to finish as high as we could, but we'll take that and we'll go on to the next season. So that's my video pretty much done, guys. It's been a good season. Obviously I only started these halfway through the season, but it's been good. On to the next one. Cheers.